everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oli. If this is your first time, welcome, and if it's not, then welcome back. And yes, I look so tired today. It's Saturday morning, quite early. Who is up at this time on a Saturday? No one. But yeah, so today I'm going to do a little bit of a what I eat in the day video, because I think since the last time I made one of these, my diet has changed quite considerably, considering that I have basically been trying to figure out and sort out a whole bunch of different sort of gut and digestion issues. Just for a little bit of background, if this is just the first video you happen to be watching of mine, then I've been vegan, I've been plant-based for coming up to 2 years now. Actually, I don't want to say vegan, I'm plant-based because I do on occasion have a little bit of animal products here and there. Stomach has just been getting really, really bad. My digestion's been pretty poor. I'm often very bloated, feel very, you know, uncomfortable, have a distended stomach. And it got to the point where it was kind of daily. And yes, I know as people keep commenting on my videos being like, you should do go-to-mat tests, and I will, but they are expensive. So I can only really do that when I'm not in the middle of buying a house. So that's basically bit of context, bit of background. So I've been kind of tweaking my diet to eat in a way that sort of doesn't make my stomach hurt as much, and I've kind of realized that I've been sort of eating a higher fat, lower carbohydrate. I don't want to say lower carbohydrate because I'm definitely not an advocate of low carb. It's just that it's the type of carb. So things like grains, things like very starchy things. I sort of been not having those as much in the mornings, and then I might have that in the evening, sort of like a big meal full of like rice or beans or whatever. And it's not just a kind of about the lower carbs and the higher fats and that kind of thing. It's also I'm trying to incorporate as many fermented foods and other things that I know that are supposed to be quite good for your gut bacteria. So I will show you what that looks like. So the first thing I've been having every morning is a probiotic called Symprove. Yes, focus. So I bought a big box of the 3-month one. It's supposed to sort of reset your gut. So you take this, you take 1 cup of this, which is comes with the box. First thing in the morning, before you eat or drink anything. It tastes absolutely vile. When I first had it, I was like, there is no way I can drink this every single day. It's so disgusting. But actually, you do kind of get used to it. So that's how I start my day these days. Right, now we're gonna have some breakfast.
No food.
I was just about to then go make my breakfast when I realised I don't have any breakfast food. So I think I'm just gonna take you guys with me when I do a little shop. God, I'm not being very smooth with my filming today, never mind. So the first thing I've been having is this kind of coconut yogurt, coconut collaborative, made with live cultures. So that's the kind of thing that's going to be good for, you know, I guess, kind of recolonizing your gut. I usually have I'd say about like half of one of these pots, and then one of these pots is like 350 grams, so that's about 175 grams. And then what I have in it, I buy this kind of like seed nut and sultana sprinkles. This is the kind of thing I had like before anyway. I really like this stuff. So this is stuff I buy from Waitrose. If you're not from the UK, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But then we've got some of these blueberry. I've been trying to get as much as possible to get more organic stuff, because if you eat lots and lots of pesticides and herbicides and these kind of things, I can't imagine that those are going to be very good for your gut bacteria. Then I get a little bit of chia seeds. I do love chia seeds. I can't be bothered to like, you know, expand them in any way, so I just sprinkle them in. Also a really good source of omega-3. But yeah, that is pretty much what it looks like. And this is good. And the thing is, what I found as well is that if I have something that's like quite high in fat in the morning, I get way more satisfied and I don't need to snack as much. And I know loads of vegans are like, they keep touting this kind of like low fat, high carb thing. You know, maybe it's the case that things are different for different people. Charlie is now awake and has decided he wants to go get a coffee. So we're gonna go to this little cafe called Le Pain Quotidien. It's actually not a little cafe, it's actually a chain. Ooh, it's so bright today. So I did actually make it to the gym, well done me, and I'm now gonna make some lunch because I'm pretty hungry. And voila, this is the kind of the finished result. How good doesn't that look? So many colors. So as you probably saw, I've got sort of a bed of lots of different types of leaves, including some spinach. I've got some of this kind of purple cabbage, some tomatoes, some radishes, cucumber, some orange pepper, some carrots, and then I've got loads of sauerkraut on there, because I'm all about the fermented foods these days, which is also supposed to be super good for kind of like feeding that good gut bacteria. And then I've also got some hummus here. So obviously, as you can see, like if it was literally just like a bowl of vegetables, that is not a lot of calories. The actual dressing, I've got olive oil, it's got some apple cider vinegar, and then on top of it, I've also cracked some turmeric and black pepper, and then I've also sprinkled some flaxseed on top. And flaxseed is also really good if you do have kind of IBS-like symptoms. It's supposed to be really good. It's got like a really good type of fiber in it. And it has, again, lots of omega-3, so that's really good. But if I don't have flaxseed, I might have a different type of seed. But yeah, super good, so many colors, really nutritious, really delicious as well. So this is kind of what I've been having, or like different variations of it, for most of my lunches. I don't know if this is just me, but I find it really hard to eat a meal and not have something sweet afterwards. So I've just gone down and I bought these little things. So I buy these, I have these quite a lot. So this is the Pulsen Protein Booster, and it's vanilla and chocolate almond flavor, and my God, it's so good. They've got a little bit more protein in them. As you can see, that salad that I just had doesn't have a lot of protein. There's a little bit more protein in my breakfast, I suppose, but you know, a little boost can have a heart. I have been editing all afternoon, so now I'm hungry. And what I normally buy, I buy these like packs of, this is melon and grape, or some mango. I usually just have the whole packet. I mean, it's only fruit, right? So it's about 5 o'clock now, so I'm gonna head out quite soon because Charlie and I are going to a birthday thing a bit later, and before that we're just gonna head out to eat. So I just wanted to bring one thing up, which I think is quite important. So, you know, sometimes when people look at these kind of like health YouTubers or whatever, and you kind of notice the way that they eat, it looks very restrictive. And if I'm totally honest, it is. I mean, the vegan diet in itself is a restrictive diet. And then on top of that, if you have IBS or sort of IBS-like symptoms like I do, then yeah, that's going to be even more sort of tricky to kind of navigate. So, but I just want to add that even though today I may have had a very sort of, I don't want to say clean. I've been, had mainly sort of fruits and vegetables and very sort of whole food, that kind of thing. But I just want to make the point that I have this as kind of like a base. That's like the base. And then on top of that, I will definitely, you know, if I feel like something that's completely not, you know, not fruit or vegetable based, not plant based, basically, if I do feel like something that's a little bit processed or a little bit less whole and just kind of like fun food, I suppose, I definitely will. I go out to eat quite a lot. I think if you live in London, then you'll know that, you know, eating out is kind of a normal part of your like lifestyle, I suppose. So if I was eating at home, I think this is the kind of time that I would have sort of all the carbs, the starches, that kind of thing, because it seems to be that, you know, as long as I only have like one portion, especially if it's at the end of the day, then my stomach seems to handle it quite well. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'd have if I was eating at home. Now, we're gonna go eating out tonight because we eat out pretty much, I'd say like at least 3 nights out of a week, but we always go for like, you know, kind of good food, good qual food. So I just don't want anyone to think that I'm sitting here, you know, restricting all these things, you know, like I have a healthy diet for the most part because I need to, because I obviously have various, you know, issues that are very affected by the nutrition. And but that's not meaning to say that if I feel like having something else, then that's what I have. My diet is, again, it's all balanced. My favorite word. Veggie prep. See, that's why we need to live in these cool, edgy areas. What are we thinking? What do you think? They've got the kimchi as well. Some more fermented foods, good for the gut.
Like this.
That's what makes it yummy.